say. At the time, Portland had a heavy metal scene called KUFO. Everyone should know by now that I've never been a huge metal fan, but I would occasionally tune into KF2O's game show, which was called, quote, "What the hell is Monty trying to say?" quote. So that's my reason. As for me, I think I've fought my side or played my game pretty straightforward. The genuine content creator can correct me if they feel I'm wrong about this, though. I do have two more things to say about MWR. I've said most of it before as comments on his post, but I feel they merit review. One, MWR's straight non-authoritarian style of attack is completely inappropriate among friends. I think that has even come.
I have no idea what that's supposed to even mean. And again, that's one of those statements where you can make that sort of statement, but you don't offer anything, to back it up. As far as I'm concerned, it's just babbling. I mean, what is this authoritarian style of attack? Like, what exactly is it you're saying I'm doing? Because honestly, I don't particularly want to be attacking people in a way that's inappropriate, but I think that's just one of those deals where it's like racist people. Yeah, they don't like somebody cutting them off in traffic. Nobody likes to be cut off in traffic. But if it's a black guy who cut them off in traffic, well, I'll tell ya. I think you just basically say that about anytime you think people are attacking you. I don't know. You've accused me of lots of stuff in the past, and you never really back it up. You'll notice when I talked about you sounding like a chatbot, I gave kind of like examples, and I could find the exact specific examples if you needed them, but I think the basic concept is one that's pretty easy to understand. You say things like, think chicken and get well. Like, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I think a lot of times you're trying to be clever or whatever, but there's this other issue which you and I talked about. You decided that what you're going to do is you're going to comment on every single blog that I write. Okay, well, that's your decision of something you're doing, and it's your new rule or whatever, and it's great that you decided to do that. However, a lot of times when you comment, they don't seem particularly well thought out, and I'm really okay with you not commenting on every single thing I write. I much prefer you giving what I would call good commentary, and you've been doing a lot better job lately. Telling me that you like shots or effects I used or specific things is way better than just liking a post. I don't know how Lisa feels about liking posts versus specifics, but I definitely like specifics way better than just likes. I don't really care about likes. 12 likes won't get you nothing around these parts. Yeah. It's from a new commercial. Okay, I continue.
About this a long time ago, and I know I am. It makes me feel he thinks he's talking to someone 5 times superior, when I think I know that if I wasn't at least close to as smart as he would not have been my friend before Junior. 2, I made the possible mistake of saying I'm a team or people that write a blog, then read it. He then did a written journal and did it in 2 styles, one with lots of asides and one with none. Both he and I agreed that they were quite good. I actually thought the one without the asides was better, even though I listened to the one with the asides first, and so knew the story he had to tell when I listened to the one without the freestyle. I think he should commit to it. For it's far better than his usual stuff, most certainly do better than my journal if you can keep it up. I invite my...
So the idea of doing the journal was definitely, challenge accepted. But the deal is, there is quite a bit different in my journal than your normal recounting of daily events. One of the things that I would say is most there is narrative. I tell stories. That's a large part of what the blog is. Honestly, I would like to be better at writing. I would like to practice. I would like to get a job where I actually need to be able to type 40 words a minute to be able to work in the mailroom for the state. I'd like to get that kind of job. I definitely practice my typing. I like to practice the finger positions when I, think about it, all that kind of stuff. I would like to be able to write as well as I tell stories, or to some degree as well as I think. There is an amount of cheating I could do. For example, again, I thought tonight, when I hang out with people like Matt and we talk about stuff and BS, I could just bring a tape recorder and record the whole thing. It's funny because talking about stories and reminiscing with people and stuff reminds me of things that happened in the past, and then they're a little more fresh in my memory. Then I can tell the story again. However, I don't want to list the daily shopping that I did, or the number of dumps I took, or what I, did with my time, whatever. I talk about stupid stuff my roommates do in kind of a humorous way, and it's storytelling practice. It is a story with a beginning and end, a protagonist who is me, and a villain, which is almost always one of my goofy-ass roommates. Speaking of which, I'm going to be getting a new one fairly soon. The angry guy is moving in with a super quiet girlfriend to the big, big room. So they will be completely self-contained, and we probably won't see her a lot. That'll be weird. I just hope they don't break up and she moves out or whatever. I hope they're fairly serious. That would suck for him. But somebody will be moving into his room, so I'm hoping that dude is a better dude than the last ones. I would really like it to be someone that I could hang out with. I really can't hang out with any of my roommates because they just don't want to. They're just not like hang out with me kind of dudes. Like, I've tried, they just don't really want to. They're like they're all kind of pretty isolated. The one guy smokes pot all the time, and the thing about people who smoke pot for me is often they just like, he loves stuff that's kind of dumb when he smokes pot, and he wants to tell me about it. And he wants to tell me about it like over and over again. And then he wants to talk about how great it is to smoke pot. And I find that like painfully boring. And so I can't do that. So that's just me though. That's just where I'm at.
I invite any general content holder who hasn't been a part of this scheme to check out Empathy Warren's blog. It's called Some Kind of Odd in a Quote. One word on WordPress.com. He said he would eventually comment on History 48 Part 5. In NetHack, I am still low. I drank a potion which rendered me blind and accidentally killed my pet.
I'm so glad he's talking about NetHack again.
So now I have a pet name. These are pretty powerful. Plus, you don't have to read them.
There are literally hundreds of games, maybe even thousands of games that have been released since NetHack came out. And the fact that Tad still plays that old school game to me is just like, oh my gosh, look, Grandpa, stop playing your Atari 2600. There are a million roguelikes and all kinds of other games that you could at least experiment with and then talk about that would be slightly more interesting. I just don't care about NetHack. I would play NetHack if I did, and I don't. So I'm not going to. That is really all I had.